Hello viewers and learners of the Postgraduate Diploma in Environmental and Occupational Health and Master of Arts in Environmental and Occupational Health. Welcome to this program. Today we will discuss about the MAEOH and the PGDEOH program, the courses that are there in the program, the target and the eligibility criteria, and how to go about with the program. So the MA in Environment and Occupational Health, this is the master's level program offered by SOITS, IGNOU, and the medium of instruction is English. It is a master level program, and the duration of the program is a minimum of 2 years and a maximum of 4 years. Now, graduates from any discipline are eligible to apply for this program and join this program. And most of you who are interested in the environmental hazard, in the occupational hazards and in these sectors, and those who are working in the Central Pollution Control Board, in the central and the state governments, then those professionals who are working in environmental and occupational sectors and the non-governmental organization, those who are interested in industrial health and safety, doctors, nurses, paramedical graduates, and the employees who are working in several mining industries or several other industries are also open and welcome to join this program. So in this program, we have focused on the several occupations. For example, in the corporate and the office sector, in the various industrial sectors, in the agricultural sectors, in the environmental management and laws have been focused on, and the various hazards that are created in these occupational sectors, and also the natural hazards and the disasters. They have also been discussed. And so you can get an overview about the several environmental problems, then the impact assessment that is being done, and several case studies have been explained in all these courses for better understanding. Now, the job opportunities after taking this program, both the PG Diploma as well as the Master's program, they could always be involved in the built environmental job specialist, in the environmental health policy analyst, as the EHS officer and industrial safety officers in the industries, as an ergonomist, as an industrial hygienist, safety and environmental health managers. Those of you who are interested in environmental toxicology can also join the toxicology sector. The health safety engineering aspects can be done. Then the public administration and the safety professionals in scientific, technical services and manufacturing divisions. Then environmental coordinator and the protection officers in several industries and in other opportunities in several other places. The food safety specialist, then the occupational health and safety specialist, sanitary specialist, and work site wellness coordinators, which are there in many of the institutions. The objectives of this program are to define the physical, the chemical, the biological and the environmental hazards, to discuss the impact of environmental hazards on the human health, to identify the occupational health hazards, their prevention and also their management, to describe the policies, the laws, the standards, the measurement techniques and their applications in different occupational setups. Now, the master's level program, this consists presently of 12 core courses, including a project of 4 credit, and 1 credit equals to 30 hours of self-study, and it also has 6 electives which the student needs to fulfill. Now let us come on to the courses that are in this program. The first year courses include MEV 001, that is Introduction to Environmental Health. Now this has 4 blocks and this deals with the environment and ecology. Then the air, water and the soil pollution in the second block. The third block deals with noise, radiation pollution, solid waste management and the electronic waste pollution. The block 4 deals with environmental health monitoring. The second course in this program is MEV 002, that is Environmental and Occupational Hazards. In this there are 4 blocks. The first block deals with natural hazards, and this talks of the earthquakes, then the volcanoes, the geologic, the hydrologic, then the meteorological hazards, and so many other hazards. Then the block 2 deals with the environmental hazards. That comprises the physical, the biological, and the chemical hazards. Then the block 3 deals with the occupational hazards, and the block 4 deals with the management of the natural hazards, the environmental hazards, and also the occupational hazards. The next course is MEV 003, that is Environmental Law and Management. So it's not important that we only discuss about the problems and all the hazards, but we should also know how to manage these hazards well and the laws that are in place. So there are 4 blocks again in this course. The block 1 deals with the environmental acts, laws, and the policies, both the national as well as the international laws and policies. Block 2 deals with awareness, responsibility, and compliance. Block 3 deals with the environmental management techniques, and the block 4 deals with the environmental standards. The next course deals with the environmental toxicology. Here again we have 4 blocks, and the first block deals with an introduction to the toxicology, that is the concepts and the principles and how this subject itself evolved. The block 2 deals with the ecotoxicology and how the ecosystems and the various organisms and the food chains are also affected with the toxic effects. The block 3 deals with the environmental toxicity risk assessment, and the block 4 deals with the environmental cytotoxicity and the genotoxicity, that is both it is dealing at the cellular level and also at the molecular level, how the toxins can have their effects at the DNA level, and this talks of the mutagens, of the carcinogens, and also at the teratogens, where even the birth defects can be created due to environmental toxicants. The next course deals with the occupational health and safety with a course code of MEV 005. Now this has 5 blocks. The first block deals with the basics of health. The second block deals with the emergency, disaster preparedness, and management in industrial settings. The block 3 deals with occupational safety and management. The block 4 deals with recording and notification, and the last block deals with the research methodology. The next course deals with the project component with the course code MEVP 001. Here the students can pick up any project in their local environments in the industries, and then they can carry this out and bring out the results and then compile this in the form of a project report. The next course is MEVE 001, that is Environmental Impact Assessment for Environmental Health. So here again there are 4 blocks that is giving you an introduction to environmental impact assessment, and then the air, the water quality, and the socio-economic impact analysis has been detailed. The noise, the energy, and the vegetation impact analysis and the framework of the environmental assessment has also been detailed. The next course deals with the healthcare, that is MEVE 002. Here there are 5 blocks dealing with the biological hazards, the chemical and the allergic hazards, the physical hazards, the psychosocial hazards, and the awareness and the responsibility. So in the earlier courses, we have studied about the occupational health and safety, and in this elective course, the students who are interested can also take up that course on the healthcare. Then we have an elective course on agriculture and the allied sector with 4 blocks dealing with the agricultural pollution, livestock and aquaculture pollution, sustainable agriculture management, and the challenges to the agricultural health. Then the last course in the first year, this deals with the industrial sector, and here we are dealing with the different industrial pollutions in the textile, in the mining, in the pesticide and the tanning industries. And then we have the industrial Risk Assessment and the Safety Act, and the last block also deals with the Industrial Safety Management. Another course, elective course, which has been recently introduced is the Disability Studies and the Occupational Health, which again has 4 blocks, and these are the outline of the block 1 to block 4. So that was about the first year of the PG Diploma in Environment and Occupational Health, and on completion of that, a student gets a PG Diploma. Now the second year courses, that has the gender issues in work, employment and productivity, with these 3 blocks in gender issues in work, women's contribution to national income, and the gender and the labor markets. And then we have the disaster management with a course code of MEVE 015. There are 4 blocks dealing with the disaster preparedness and mitigation, risk assessment and vulnerability, disaster medical management, and the agencies and the government in disaster preparedness. Now, the sustainable natural resource management dealing with the natural resources, biotic resources, energy resources, and natural resource conservation and management. Another course is the Safety, Philosophy and Principles of Accident Prevention, where the 4 blocks have dealt with the introduction to industrial safety, to industrial safety engineering, introduction to the industrial safety management, and how to prevent the industrial accidents. And so this course also may be important for the students in this program. Then another course deals with the disaster medicine. So since we had the course on disaster management, and here again on disaster medicine, you can understand about what is the definition of disaster medicine, the epidemiological study of disasters, and how education and training in the health management of disasters is important, and also on the site how important the health response to the different disasters and the role of information and communication technology in the health response is also very important. The next course deals with global climate change, and here there are 4 blocks leading to an understanding of the introduction to global climate change, past and future climates, impacts of climate change, and the response strategies to the climate change. Then the fundamentals of mental health is an important course which is dealing with the concept of mind, the schools of psychology, normality and abnormality, family, culture, and the mental health. The globalization, environment and development with a course code of MED 008. This deals again with the topic and the course that has been discussed, and this course also has 4 important blocks. The next course is an introduction to geoinformatics, which gives an overview of geoinformatics, the concept of geospatial data, basics of mapping, and the scope and the applications of the geoinformatics in the study. Then another course is the gender issues in agriculture, rural livelihoods and natural resource management, and there are 3 blocks dealing with gender and crop agriculture, gender and livestock and natural resource management, and gender and the fisheries sector. So these were the courses that have been given in the first as well as the second year of the Master of Arts in Environment and Occupational Health. There is an exit option, and on the completion of the first year, the students are given a PG Diploma in Environment and Occupational Health, and those who wish to continue and study for the master's program, then they can, on the completion of the 2 years, then they can get a master's degree program. The instructional system at IGNOU, it follows a multimedia approach, and here there are audio, video programs, there are assignments, there are face-to-face counseling sessions, project work, teleconferencing, and interactive radio counseling. Now the self-instructional print material is available also as a hard copy and also on the e-Gyankosh website, where the students can freely download their instructional material and study it even in their offices, where it is very easy to keep them in their laptops and then you can study the same. So this is an idea of how the self-instructional print material looks like. And there are interactive radio counseling sessions every month where the students are given the latest and the recent advances and innovations in the topics that are of interest in the subject. There are teleconference sessions which are given by the program coordinators and the course coordinators, where the important topics and the recent advances in the different courses are given from time to time, and live teleconference sessions and also recorded programs are given for the benefit of the learners, and you can acquire knowledge from the same. The assignments. So the assignments also are given on the students portal, on the student zone, and you can download the same, and you should submit them to the program in charge, in which the study center and the RCs where you are enrolled in. And this is how the assignment looks like, and how you need to submit them in this format. And you can also download them from the IGNOU website, and then you can submit the same. So these assignments are an integral and compulsory component of the instructional system, and there is a tutor marked assignment for every theory course. So every theory course, the assignments have to be submitted. And only after submission of the assignments, then you can take up the examination. And for the theory courses, there is two stage evaluation and the continuous evaluation in the form of an assignment for every course with a weightage of 30%, and the term end examination which has a weightage of 70%. And in order to successfully complete the theory course, the student has to obtain at least 40% separately, both in the continuous as also in the term end examination in every course. Then there is a project work, the evaluation report and the project work. There is a 70% weightage for the project report alone and 30% for the Viva OC. And in order to successfully complete the project work, the student will have to obtain 40% in this. And the Viva OC can be conducted at the regional centers, and also on demand from the RCs. They can also be conducted online by the program coordinators through the Google Meet and other online links. The term and examination is conducted twice a year, once in June and once in December, and the students can take up the exam once they are prepared for the same. After successful completion of the first year, the learner can get a PG diploma with an exit option, and after completion of both the years, the student can get an MA degree after the completion of both the years. The qualification for the academic counselors and the project supervisors can be the faculty at the headquarters, the regional centers and the study centers. Then the teachers, the faculty and the researchers in the area of the PhD in environmental science, environmental studies, and those who have 2 years of experience after PhD, and also those who have an MSc or MA in any of the sciences, and the 5 years experience in MD and relevant discipline in MBBS or ME, MTech with 2 years of the experience. So since the target group is also graduate from any discipline, so therefore the academic counselor's qualification is also given accordingly, and this has been detailed in the program guide, in the program manual, and in the project guide also you can see the qualifications and who is eligible to guide your research project. So in the research or the project report, you have to give about the details of the project, the title of the study, where you wish to conduct the study. Many of you just give a very vague and not a very concise and crisp title. So it has to be specific to a specific area where you wish to study, and then you need to give a little bit of the review of literature that has been done in that area, the methodology, the research plan, and how many months you need to do in order to accomplish the study, the significance of your work, and what are the future recommendations or what you wish to do in future. And all this has to be given along with the proper references, and thereby this research study, first the synopsis has to be submitted, it has to be approved at the IGNOU RCs and the program coordinators, and then after approval of the same, along with the annexer form and the biodata of the supervisor, if they are not academic counselors of IGNOU, then the biodata also of the supervisor has to be kept. And after approval of the synopsis, along with all these enclosures and the annexer form, duly signed by the supervisor and the student, and signed by the program coordinators or the at the regional center, then keeping a copy of this annexer form, the project report has to be submitted at the respective RCs. So the students are also advised to retain a copy of the project report which they have submitted, so that they can use it for study purpose even later on also. and only after approval, as I said, of the synopsis, the student can be allowed to submit the project report. Now this is the admission link for the giving your for understanding or taking admission in this program. That is the ignou.samarth.edu.in, and this is the Indira Gandhi National Open University admission notification, which you can see the bachelor's degree or the master's degree program and the PG diploma program, where you have to click on the Samarth portal and then you have to join for this program. The program coordinators for this include Professor B. Rupini and Dr. Sushmitha Baskar from the School of Inter-Disciplinary and Trans-Disciplinary Studies, and Professor Ruchika Cuba from the School of Health Sciences, Indira Gandhi National Open University, New Delhi. So, my dear viewers and learners, so this was an account and overview of the program details of the Masters in Arts in Environmental and Occupational Health and the postgraduate diploma in environmental and occupational health. So we have detailed on several courses, and there is a lot of learning material in this. There is also audio video material which has been recorded, which you can also listen on the Gyan Darshan. You can have an idea about the program, about the courses. You can even go through all the courses in the IGNOU website itself before joining the program, whether it interests you and whether this can give you job opportunities in different sectors. And with this in mind, I welcome you all to join for this program and make your life a healthier one, and you can understand a lot of concepts related to environment and occupational health. Thank you for your patient listening.
Dear learners, welcome to IGNOU. You're going to lead with a difference. So how do you lead with the difference? The unique attributes of the university system through which you're going to go for the management program or any other program is the multiple entry and exit. It provides flexible learning where a learner can learn at its own will and at its own pace. It offers multimodal approaches, like we have MBA, the normal through the distance learning mode and through online mode. So it has a multimodal approach. It has face-to-face counseling. It offers web counseling also. It gives interactive satellite-aided communication network through teleconferencing, and it also gives the radio counseling also. When we talk about School of Management Studies, it was the first school and it had the pioneer program of Diploma in Management. Till date, it has been offering around 14 programs in management and 13 programs in commerce disciplines. The school has international presence as well, as it provides the programs in specific Asian and African countries across the globe. Now talking about